What is going on, you guys? It's your man, 2 Down Dan, back with another video, banger video today, because I want to just take a step back real quick. For anybody who just found this video for the first time, just found my channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Dan. I bought this Kawasaki Ninja 500 40th anniversary edition, brand new off the showroom floor in October 2024, midway through October 2024. So I'm nearing about a year. I'm at 9 months, and I daily ride this bike. So I went through the beginner phase. I went through the beginner buying process. I went through everything. Now I want to take a step back and help as many new riders as possible. I want to tell you how you should go about picking your first bike, what you should be looking into, thinking about, all of that good stuff, you guys, okay? Did I really just do that? Let's go. Yo, I'm still doing beginner stuff 9 months down the road. I had the kickstand still down, and I just tried to go, so that's hilarious. And Kawasaki with the Ninja 500, we can first gear, pull in the clutch, and start it back up. Let's get on the road, yo, and show and tell you all about why. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it right now because I've talked about it a lot, so I'm not going to talk about it until the end. But I'll tell you all the reasons why I chose the Ninja 500 and everything like that in relation to everything I'm about to explain to you right now for how to buy a bike for the first time. And oh my god, I forgot the strap thing. Hold on, yo. Oh, this is tragic. Please get it. Don't stall. Dude. No. I'm gonna have to literally pull over. Yo, bear with me, you guys. Crazy video. I'm gonna pull over right here. It's no worries. But the reason why I pulled over there and had to start the video is because this strap is smacking me in the neck. Yes, the helmet one. God, what the hell, man? Figure your shit out. But we can still talk about the the topic, right? So first things first, let's get your friends' opinions and all that type of crap out of your head, because your friend's opinion on your bike, your parents' opinion on your bike, anybody's opinion about your bike, my opinion, does not matter. Only the person who's riding the bike opinion on that bike should matter. XYZ. I'm just going to tell you a few key things that should help you in your buying process as a beginner, because I had to go through it. And there's so many options, bro. It's so hard to choose. There's the 500, there's the R3, there's the CF Moto 450 SS, there's the Aprilia RS 457. There's the ZX4RR. I could sit here, and I'm going to talk about these bikes as we get through this video, but I could sit here and name fantastic beginner bikes all day long. There's so many good ones to choose from, which is why I need to sit here and talk to you about how to choose that bike. Because there's definitely a right and a wrong way to go about doing it. You know, because I don't think salespeople and anyone's out there trying to put people on the wrong bike or anything like that. I do believe if you go in with good intentions and everything like that, the salesperson's going to lead you in the right direction. But I can help try to lead you in the right direction, because you need to be thinking about what you're going to be doing with the bike, right? So are you daily riding this thing, or are you just riding it on the weekends, just hanging out? Because that can greatly depend, vary the factors of which ones you're going to be looking at. Because if you're dailying the bike that you're going to be choosing, your first bike, you need something that is comfortable and something that you're not going to be hanging over the bars, because on a daily basis that gets super annoying, very frustrating, strains all your muscles for no reason. And at the end of the day, you're dailying the bike because you clearly live in one of these states, right? Like California, Arizona, where it's not raining and stuff, so you're not worrying about that. But dude, yeah, you're dailying it because it's nice and efficient and it's good, and you don't want to make that process horrible by buying a bike that sucks and that's uncomfortable and that has way too much power, because most of the time, if you're dailying it, you're going to be dailying it through traffic, just like I'm doing right now, which is why I made this video today, you know, going through traffic, to show you what the realistic life of riding a motorcycle is like on a daily basis. There's all these cars. Unfortunately, we all don't ride motorcycles. A lot of these people like to be inside their cars, contained, and you know, that comes with the territory, that comes with being stuck with the whole herd. But if you want to branch out and you want to buy your first bike, it's the best decision you can ever make. You will then be flowing through cars and traffic like Superman. Once you get your confidence up. Everyone asks me that. They're like, where'd you get your confidence? How long does it take to get your confidence? And to be completely honest, everyone's going to be way different. I gained my confidence really quickly because I've been riding things with two wheels my entire life, and because I was riding e-bikes through traffic like this and everything for like almost 2 years before I got a motorcycle, because I was commuting to work on my e-bike. It was a shorter commute, but I was still doing it. That's how much I love motorcycles and two wheels and two down riding, man. I've been doing it for a while. So being able to just get on the bike now is really just the next iteration of that process. It kind of sucks for me that it took 27 years, and you know, I hope you're buying your first bike 18 right now, listening to this video or whatever. The earlier the better. I want people to get into this sport as soon as possible, but it really pains me when I see people getting the wrong bike, especially as their first bike. Thanks, bro. You definitely want to get the right bike as your first bike. And I think most people do know what is right and wrong. I think they just make the wrong choice because they're getting baited by other friends or someone who has a higher CC bike, or they don't want to get made fun of or something like that. But it's like, bro, who are you getting made fun of? Like, are your actual diehard core friends making fun of you to the point where you don't like feel comfortable with yourself or whatever? Like, bro, those really aren't friends, right? Am I tripping? I don't know, man. I've gone 27 years my whole life. None of my friends have ever done that to me. Like, all my friends have been super chill. Like, none of my friends ride, bro. They live on the other side of the country. They do not ride motorcycles. They think me riding a bike's like the coolest thing ever. Your friends should support you in whatever you do, in whatever bike, XYZ. And they shouldn't be making you like feel some type of way because you bought a bike. It's like, bro, you should buy that bike and be super proud of it. I'm super proud of this Ninja 500, not just as a beginner bike, not just as whatever. I'm going to be proud of this bike in 3 years when I'm still riding it, because it was a great choice, and it's something that I can still continue to grow and learn on. And I think a beginner bike and a first bike is something that should be ideally that, right? So something that you have to respect the power, but also you can handle it and not get carried away with. I think like the R7 is like the pinnacle of bikes that like a beginner should start with. I don't think you should start with anything more aggressive than an R7. Like, if you're not daily riding, I mean, you could daily ride an R7, no problem. If your commute's not that bad or whatever and you're still young, yeah, sure, go ahead, daily ride the R7. It's gonna be sick. But I'm definitely more comfortable than a daily rider on the R7. I daily ride the 500. This is way better of a ride, way better. Yeah, he's got more speed and everything, but I have a way more comfortable ride. It's just facts. I sat on the R7 with all, you know, all my gear and all that stuff, and you're very leaned over the bars. You're in a very, very super sporty race position. This guy just wants to ride, brother. Hey, I get it, man. I'm out here filming. So, like, say you're in the dealership, right, and you're looking at these bikes. The great thing is that you can have the salesperson pull them out and you can sit on them. And right away, you can narrow out bikes that you can't flat foot, to be completely honest. I think as a beginner rider, flat footing a bike is super crucial. I think it gains and instills a lot of confidence in you as a rider, being able to come to a stop, or if you come to a stop, not necessarily a complete balance, so say you're in balance to the left or unbalanced to the right, being able to have your foot down faster and at a full like level thing. I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, you just get more stability and you don't have to worry about dropping your bike that much, which is great, dude. This bike, not that light, and I've only dropped it twice, and one of the times was literally putting it on the stand to clean the chain. So what you're doing as a beginner buyer, right? You're looking for a decent price, because you're looking for a decent price. You're looking for a bike that's going to be comfortable. You're also looking for the bike that is best going to suit your needs, whether that's daily or sporty, weekend riding. Because if that's your thing, you can get the ZX6, you can get the the whatever, more sporty bikes and not worry about it at all, because you're just going to be dealing with it for like very short periods of time, and it's just not an issue. So pretty much weigh those factors, pretty heavily, whether the exact type of riding you're going to be doing, who you're going to be riding with, and who the type of people you want to keep around once you start riding, because there's a lot of safe riders out there and there's a lot of dangerous riders out there. And a lot of the dangerous people will say, yeah, but I'm not crashing or I'm not doing anything. But the people around you who are seeing you, they're trying to keep up and everything, those are the people that are crashing. That's what's scary. So try to ride with people in your same skill group as well. Like a person on a Ninja 500, I don't know, it's kind of tough to say that, but just try to, as the best as you can. Like I don't try to go riding around with leader bikes or any of these people that are way outside my comfort zone. I'm pretty much riding with lower CC bikes, Ninja 500s, R3C 90s, that type of stuff, R3s. Those are the type of the bikes that make me excited. Like I love them. I think they're so cool. And I think there's a place for all these different types of bikes. But as a beginner rider, there's more things that you're concerned about than speed and trying to look cool. Like, and honestly, the Ninja 500 looks great. Like, they did a really, really good job with the Ninja 500, the way it looks, and making it like a bigger presence than the way the 400 looked, or just really some of the other bikes in the category. I would also say the RS 457 looks like a true sport bike. So if you're looking at first bikes, those are the ones to look at. Obviously Ninja 500 because I'm riding it, RS 457, R3 is a dream, CF Moto 450 SS. I've seen and sat on that one a bunch. ZX4 RR, if you have the money, that is the creme de la creme of like per se beginner sport bike first bikes that you can buy. Why? Because it's everything that the Ninja 500 doesn't have / wants to be, right? The better sound, the inline four sound, and it's got the quick shifter up and the auto blip down. So it's like literally as easy as possible to ride that bike. Even as a beginner, you don't even have to worry about the clutch. So if you're looking for my opinion currently now, after riding the 500 and hearing my buddy Billy's reviews and everyone else's reviews, well, that's why there's so much extra traffic today. There's some type of situation up here with maybe a crash, or I'm not really sure, but we're gonna get front row view and I'm gonna be quiet. Let's see. Oh, nothing crazy, just one little, nothing crazy, guys. So yeah, kind of back to the topic. Like these Harley guys right here, for example, if I tried to keep up with them or like ride in a group with them, no thanks, no good. I'm not as good as them. I can tell they're riding way faster than me. I'm literally going 63. They're probably going in the hundreds. So pick the right bike for you. Ask a ton of questions in the comments right now about what should I do. And then like, I didn't really talk about this yet, but this is super important. Your body size, your height and weight and everything, that is massively important. Because to be completely honest, if you're a beginner rider and you're, over like 6'2" or something like that, bro, there's gonna be some beginner bikes that you don't feel comfortable on. And you're probably gonna be leaning more heavily towards like the Ninja 650 and the R7 because those bikes are good. They don't have enough power where you can get too carried away, and I think they're really like the all-around kind of best type of bike if you're big enough for it and whatnot, and can afford it, because the bigger bikes come with higher prices. That's what I think as a beginner you should be looking for. You should be looking for inexpensive, the cheapest kind of way to go, like to get on the bike. Like, my insurance is low, my gas prices are low, my maintenance costs are low, like oil changes. You're just trying to get a feel for the motorcycle space. You don't even know if you it's your first bike, you don't know if you really like it yet. You don't. You could ride on the highway one day and think, oh wow, this is not what I expected, this is way too scary, I can't do this. The videos don't make it look the same. Like, I was super nervous the first time I was riding my bike around, like ridiculously nervous, to the point where it's like you don't even want to like go for a ride because you're just so nervous about what might happen. That kind of phase, getting past that phase, oh, that's the golden era right there. Once you make it past that phase. But really, overall, if we're still trying to narrow this down, and I'll kind of talk about why the Ninja 500 was so perfect for me, because it just makes sense. But like, so obviously think about your height and your weight for your bike. Think about what you're going to be doing with it, and then who you're going to be riding with. Those are like the main components. And then how much knowledge do you have about bikes? Like, are you going to need someone to be doing everything for you? Are you just going to have the dealership do it? Like, have some type of plan in mind for all your maintenance and everything you have to do. But yo, in general, I had a great time chilling and hanging out with you guys today. I hope I was able to help someone, anybody, at least one or two people. I literally just have so much fun getting on my Ninja 500 and riding around. I'm going to continue to showcase this bike. We have so much planned in the future. Do not miss anything. Keep sticking around. I got 2 videos right there you can go watch. That one or that one. And if you haven't subscribed already, now's the perfect opportunity. It's right there in the middle of the screen. Later, you guys. Have a great day. Keep your wheels 2 down.